Oh, hey Johan, I'm just finishing my comic. I decided to just stream while I do it. So it's your breath in my lungs. Do, 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 do. It's your breath. Let's see. So Johan, what you been up to? Yeah, I really don't have a topic or anything. I just wanted to finish my comic and yeah, wanted some company. Didn't want to do this alone. Okay, that's cool, Johan. Although I like to call it comicking. Do, 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 do. Man, I got part of the song stuck in my head and I can't think of the rest. So I'm working on page 7 of the Great Canuck story. And then I want to start page 8. So I can turn this in already. I still gotta add text though. I'm hoping that won't take me too long, which I probably should have done that right now. Uh, just get out of the way for the other pages that I have already. But hindsight is 2020. Yeah, I'll show a little bit. Oop, there we go. There we go. Okay. Do, 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 do. I guess I should put some music on. Okay. Zoom in and draw the glasses for this guy. What a nerd. He wears glasses. Okay, why is that not coming out right? Okay. Undo. Undo. Okay, let's see. Let's try this again. Okay, yeah, that's not coming out right. There we go. Friends Trending Hub. Hi. Hello. Sorry, it's my big hand. I'm just working on my comic right now. Like I was telling Johan, just decided to stream because I didn't really want to do this alone. Just want to, finish up this page, and if I can have some company, that would be great. Well, I was trying to show it, that's why I put this view, but yeah, now I gotta adjust it. Every time I do that, I have to adjust it. So. I'm not really gonna be that much talkative unless someone wants to join in, but there is an age requirement. Do, 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 do. Oh, we got one person viewing. Is that you, Johan? You still watching? Or is it Friends Trending Hub? Okay. Um, I'll be right back, guys. I might drop off for a minute, but I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I think I got kicked out. All right. There. You can see my pills. It's actually scriptures. Whoop. There we go. Let's see. Where was it? What was it doing? Hmm. Oh man, in the wrong layer. Okay, not a problem. No problem, Bob. Do 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 do. Ah, okay, I don't like that. Hello, people watching. Just just working on my comic. Gotta finish this for the 9 vote. And like I was telling Johan, is that? Oh, okay. I guess it's just Johan. Never mind. But I'll repeat it for anyone watching, even though I already said it a couple of times. I just wanted to work on the comic and stream for a bit. Yeah, have a little bit of company. I did send out an invite. Hopefully someone joins, but I didn't really send out too many. I'm tempted to just drop the invite link in the chat, but I see it's mostly kids right now. And Kappa is a thing now, so I don't know the ages. I guess I can still kick people out. Do 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 do. It's your breath in our lungs as we pour out our praise to you, Jesus. Is that how it goes? Do do do. Ah, okay. Ah man, eraser's too big. I obliterated the line. There we go. Okay, I know I'm having trouble with this. I was just working fine earlier. Undo, undo. Undo again. Boom, there we go. And I can just erase here. Okay. Ah. All right. So, how far do you got in your story, Johan? Can you hear me? Is my mic working? Okay. All right. So that's okay, the scooter came out huge compared to compared to these kids. What you been up to, Johan? No, no contestant. Ah, okay, está bien. We're just gonna talk in Spanish since no one else is here. Estas son las mañanitas que cantaba el rey David. Despierta, despierta. Tu, 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 tu. These are the little mornings King David used to sing. Wake up, wake up. Little mornings. Do, 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 do. All right. So no one's talking right now. Yeah, because I'm not really uh gonna do much talking, just working on my comic. But if there's any questions or people in the chats, go ahead, ask away, or I'll probably just sing Mexican songs until someone talks. I'm just kidding. You don't have to talk if you want to. But I'm gonna sing. Caballito blanco, sácame de aquí. Llévame a mi pueblo, donde yo nací. Tengo. Tú no tienes nada. Tengo 3 borregas para la semana. Una me da leche, otra me da lana, otra mantequilla para la semana. No, it scares someone off. Well, as long as you're here, leave a like. Let's see. What do I got here? There we go. So I gotta finish these two panels, and then I start the next page. And I might do 2 more pages. Maybe 1 page. Maybe it's just a splash page. We'll see. Let's see. Need a background. Just put some texture. Let's see. Oh, looks like. Where's my what building did I use? Can I just use the watercolor texture since I've been using it in this page? Okay, Johan, I'm just drawing. I'm just working on my comic. I didn't really plan on doing a lot of talking. If you guys, you want to talk, go ahead, and I'll reply. I'll answer. But right now, I'm just trying to finish this. Like I said, I just didn't want to do this alone. I just wanted some company. I've been working on this page all day, and it's a little lonely. Decided, you know what? I'll stream. I'll go on and finish this up. Hey, CB, draw faster. Yeah. Yeah, should. What you up to, CB? Are you still streaming? I haven't seen any recently. Let's see. Where's the chats? Can I drop something in the chat? Can post a comment. Okay, yeah, I guess I can. Hey, CB, you want to pop on for a bit? I mean, I don't know how long I'll be here, just for a little bit, but if you want to pop on, liven up the conversation a bit. Yeah, I'm just drawing. They're taking away your mobile streaming. I'm streaming on my mobile, so you want to pop on? I'll drop it. I'll drop an invite in the chat, and you can just hop on. We can talk about it. Because I actually like to know, because it might affect me. Okay, I'm gonna drop an invite. So Dale, you can come on too. Yeah. That's all right. All right, no problem. The link's right there in the chat, so just hop on. Okay. Hey Dale, what you been up to? Are you waiting for a new camera? Okay. No, not you, Johan. I mean, I was talking to Dale, Johan. Sorry. All right, I got someone popped in. It's some shy guy. Let's see. All right, I got someone popped
Hey,
in.
what's up, Dale?
It's I can hear myself. Okay, let's see. All right. I got a private chat. Howdy. Okay. What you been up to, Dale? I'm sorry, Johan. I can't have you on right now. Did I kick you? No, I can't hear you. I see your chats, but I can't hear you. Like I see you in the private chats, but I can't hear what you're saying. Johan, I can't have you on right now. I'm actually trying to have a. I'm sorry, Johan. I'm gonna have to kick you. I'm not trying to be mean. Um, it's an issue of Copa. Kappa. I need to go look into it more before I start having kids on here. Del, yeah, I still can't hear you, Del. So I don't know if someone's up over your mic. Johan, stop coming up. Okay, I got CB Smallwood and all right, can you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, and I guess Dale was having problems with his mic.
Yeah. You don't hear an echo or nothing, do you?
No, I don't hear anything.
Okay, well, I don't need a headset then. That'll work.
Yeah, it's like I don't always use a headset, but sometimes when I go on other people's streams, they hear an echo, so I have to pop it on. So
Yeah.
I just use it just out of habit now, just in case. All right, so what's up with YouTube right now? They're not letting you stream on your mobile?
Well, I got an email like Ooh, I'm real close. Back it up. Nobody wants to look at me that well. There we go. I got a email about a week and a half ago.
Yeah.
And I better get the headset. I hear it echo now.
I think it might be Dell. He might have the YouTube on, the stream on. Dell, can you hear us? Okay.
I can hear you.
All right. I guess Dell's still having trouble with his mic. All right, so go ahead. The stream is muted.
Yeah. Well, so I got an email about a week and a half ago. It's from YouTube, and it's basically saying that I have 30 days to get 1,000 subscribers, or they're going to take me out of the YouTube partnership program. And see, I got in on a technicality probably a few short years ago when they was letting just about anybody in. And what ended up happening is about a year or two after I got in, they decided to change the rules, and you had to have 1,000 subscribers and X amount of views within a month, or give or take, to qualify for the YouTube partnership program. But because I was already grandfathered in, it was okay. But the one thing that they did do to me during that time was they removed the monetization, which I didn't make. I don't know. I didn't even get a nickel. Never got a nickel, by the end of the year. But that's okay. I won't miss those nickels. But about a week and a half ago, they sent me an email that they're going to take me out of the partnership program. I was like, okay. And I don't know. It seemed like one of the last times I streamed, my chat feature in the live stream just disappeared. I use Prism Studio Live, which is pretty cool, and it just disappeared. And I started doing some research, and I think, I'm not really for sure, but YouTube says, or they claim that some blog that basically that you can't do a live stream or something like that if you don't have 1,000 subscribers through your phone. You can only do that through like desktop or laptop or whatever. I don't know.
Now, does that go if you're in the program, or just anyone?
I feel like it's anyone. I'd have to look it up again, but it seemed like the website or the blog that I looked at that was talking about it seemed to indicate that you had to be a YouTube partner in order to be able to live stream through your phone, but you could live stream through desktop or laptop. But I don't know. I might be making too many assumptions because, the last time I live streamed, my chat feature just kind of disappeared. The chat just went, psh, not that anyone was talking in it anyway, but it just, so I just kind of put two and two together, and it's got me concerned. So you're streaming through your phone right now?
Yeah, I'm streaming on my phone.
Maybe I'm just being paranoid.
Oh, I just got here. Yeah, and I'm gonna be here for a bit. Are you gonna hop on? The chat was being slow. I mean, I was being slow because there was no one in the chats. But now that there's people, I'll talk. So yeah, CB, I'm on my phone. So like, I know you had said that. And, like that's how I stream. So I was like, want to know more about it because I want to see if that affects me because that's how I do all my shows.
I don't know. I don't know. I might be now in the email. It didn't say that it was taking away my live streaming ability. That's just something that I saw on a website or a blog. So I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes I kind of overthink things. You know, I presume the worst so that way I can prepare for the worst. You know.
Yeah.
I got my
Okay.
swords for the zombie apocalypse. I got my water for the zombie
Oh yeah.
apocalypse. I got a thing of books over here to restart civilization, educate the few surviving children.
Oh, I got this.
Oh, I like that. Yes, I'll be your Rick, and you can be my Daryl.
Okay.
What are you working on right now?
I'm working on the last 2 pages for the story, Great Canuck, that I've been working on,
Oh yeah,
and it's gonna be for the 9 Vote anthology, the second issue. Uh, and the deadline was tomorrow, but I think there's some people are delaying with the cover, whoever's making the cover.
yeah.
So I still got some time, so I want to finish uh, these last 2 pages, hopefully by tonight, and then letter them tomorrow. But I got work in the morning,
Yeah.
but that's not gonna take long. It's maybe like a couple of hours, and then I'll come back and finish. And
I tell you what you can do that would help. You can draw
sure,
faster.
yeah, I saw your comment. And how do you
Uh,
draw faster? Just-
um, you just stop caring, and yeah, you just let it go. You just like, I am what I am, and this is what it's going to be, and then
Well,
and it just comes out.
I was thinking of just like halfway, this thing just turns into stick figures.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, that's how it starts with stick figures.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but this will be my second story in the 9 Vote that's published, so I
yeah.
don't want to digress.
Tell me about the 9 volt. I don't know much about it.
Oh, okay. So I'm part of a Discord called the AAA Creators Marshall. It's Marshall Lee's Discord,
Yeah.
and one of the or two of the members decided to do an anthology, and it was
Hmm.
just gonna be them, but they opened it up for everyone
Yeah.
in
Well, that's
in
cool.
the in the in the Discord. So it's a minimum of an 8 page story. Each one has a theme. The first one was superheroes, and this one is pulp. But anyone who wants to join in, just submits the minimum of an 8 page story, but it can be longer. Some people I think are doing 10 page, and some people are doing 20 or more. So uh, and after we're done, Peter gets it um, print on demand on Lulu, and we just buy our own copies.
Yeah.
So and now we're published because we did the first one during at the start of COVID, and we finished it in I want to say like a month or two, like I think like just under like 3 months. And this is the second one, and we're almost done. I'm just trying to finish up so I can get it in there in time.
Hmm.
And but yeah, like we uh we just get our stories published.
Who's
And
doing
right now,
the cover?
hmm?
Who's doing the cover?
This time I'm not sure. I know last time it was Aaron Guzman,
Yeah.
Monkey Wrench. This time I'm not sure who's doing the cover. I just kind of stopped checking all the updates because I just wanted to finish this. So,
Yeah.
but I know the cover's taking a little while, so uh, I have at least a couple of days to finish this, but I want to finish it hopefully by tomorrow. But the cover for last time was it was a really good cover, which I have. Let's see what I have here. Oh no, that's Scott Serkland. Well, I think I have it on my bookshelf. Let me see if Anna's coming on yet. I'll go grab it. I just don't want to miss my guest. Or I sent out an invite to someone else.
Yeah.
My you've seen the I can't believe it's not the Artcast, the show I've been doing.
Yeah. You mean the I can't believe it's not the Artcasters?
Yeah.
Or
the
was it something different? Yeah.
That's that one. Okay,
Yeah.
my co-host is coming on, one of them. So I'm just making sure she's comes on so I can approve her, and then I'll go get the 9 votes so I can show it to you. Yeah, it's the we're just kind of doing an interim Artcast.
Point related.
Since Jeff is yeah.
Hey.
Hey Anna, you got your panda hat?
Yes, I have my panda hat.
Cool. This is a CB Smallwood. I don't know if you know of him,
Hey.
but he's the one doing the Wildcat anthology.
Yeah.
It's his character.
Oh.
So, and I gotta work on the story
Yeah.
for Wildcat. So,
Now, were you the one talking about that during one of the live streams that Marsh was doing? Because I remember there was, I guess it might have been something, but I've been hearing the maybe Frank's been talking about it, but I've been hearing.
I've been talking about it, and but
Yeah.
it's his anthology.
Yeah, I'd be interested to learn more about it.
Well, I don't know. Oh, well, yes, that's the magic question. That's a good one. Well, first of all, Wildcat is this, out of control character, over the top, just really fun, and kind of a mix between Wolverine, the Max, the Walking Tall. What about the Walking Tall? Twin Peaks. H.P. Lovecraft stuff, a little bit of everything, and I'm still working on the main comic book, which the first story arc is Wildcat Dead Men Walking, where he basically is murdered about 20 years ago, is buried, and then he comes back out of the grave some 20 years later, and he's aided by a sidekick nicknamed the Fox, because she wears a fox hoodie all the time, and she even gets made fun of it. Dead brother.
Did you freeze? Okay.
Yeah, you froze there for a second.
Yeah, you froze. So Marsh has a comment for you, CB. Says you'll go on Frank's show,
I'm here.
but not mine.
Yeah. Am I back?
I'm super.
You're back.
Awesome.
I'm sorry.
But Wildcat. Well, so he comes back from the grave, and
Oh,
That's
he
quite
left. Yeah,
quite the note to leave off on.
I know. Comes back from the grave and took off.
And then bam. Oh, man.
You were doing stuff?
Me? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm making a paper plate mask right now. I want to create an epic paper plate mask.
Nice.
I don't know if I'll wear the panda hat the whole time. It is comfortable though. It has these cool things.
Yeah. That's cool. I've seen those. Okay, I think he's back. Oh, there we go. Hey, CB.
It's a
Get knocked out?
conspiracy. You know, YouTube doesn't want me to talk about Wildcat. That's what it is. It is the best thing going today, and they know it, and they're trying to stop it.
I know.
Absolutely. They know what's up.
You're saying, Anna?
But what time? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, I just said that it was quite the cliffhanger you left off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rose from the
You
dead.
just said Wildcat
Okay, well,
comes back from the grave, and then you popped off.
okay. Wildcat comes back from the grave, and basically, he befriends this girl nicknamed the Fox, and she wears this fox hoodie. Is the reason she's called that. She's kind of a tomboy, and she has like a troubled past. And one of the reasons that it's kind of a spoiler, one of the reasons that she wears the fox hoodie, it was a gift from her dead brother, and so that's why she wears it all the time. And so Wildcat can't remember his past because he had his brains blowed out. And what few memories he does have isn't pleasant ones. So he's always got these people that's hunting him, trying to kill him. You know, everything from chainsaw ninjas to superpowered beings, Lovecraftian type monsters. And he doesn't know why everybody's after him. And there's weird stuff going on in this small town where the Fox lives at, where Wildcat came out of the grave. And so there's a mystery about that. So there's a mystery about Wildcat and a mystery of what's going on in this small town. And there's a lot of corruption. So that's the walking tall element. There's the mayor's corrupt, well, not the sheriff, but the mayor and the judges, all of them. And there's this like, I haven't drawn this part yet, but there's like this town doctor that everybody loves. And I was going to show a scene where the Fox, she's going to school and she sees a stray cat and she reaches down and pets it and stuff or whatever. She hops in her pickup truck and then she goes off to school. And then I was going to show a scene in town where this doctor, you know, got a full head of gray hair and stuff, waving hi and saying hello to everybody. And there's a stray cat comes up to his foot. He looks left and right, and he just kicks it across the street. And so, you know, little things like that, little character development, but they kind of give you an idea of characters. And so the doctor is basically a really bad guy, but everybody thinks he's a good guy, sort of.
Okay.
And I don't know, there's a lot to it, but anyway. So I'm working on Wildcat, Dead Men Walking, and then I got this idea, this itch that I thought it'd be cool if I did an anthology where just like anybody can come in and do like an 8-page story or more about Wildcat, and I just thought it would be fun.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay,
I know
so
that was really long-winded, but I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No,
So it has to be an 8-page, can't be lower.
Quite intriguing. I have an older brother that really likes foxes.
You should jump in on that, Anna.
Yeah, I'll have to take a look. I guess we're gonna ask about more details and where we can find you at later.
Well, You CB has a Facebook group, right, CB? For just for the anthology?
Yeah, I got a Facebook. You got to look up Brian Smallwood on that. And then there's a Facebook group called the Indie Comics Explosion.
Okay.
That's where we're talking a lot about the anthology there. And then my YouTube channel, you just look up CB Smallwood. You can find that. But I don't know, the anthology is coming together pretty cool. You know, I'm doing a story with a guy by the name of BW Sims. And he did a really awesome Wildcat story that really nails the character in a really cool way. You know, he fights 2 cybernetic polar bears, saves some Eskimos. I don't know. It's just fun. It's just fun.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like it.
And then everybody else is work. Yeah. Yeah. I managed to get the thumbnails done on it. I haven't actually started on the pages yet because I'm trying to finish up a few other projects first.
Cool. Yeah, like
But
after I
I'm still
finish
looking for people.
after I finish this story, and I'm also gonna be working on a 4-pager for the holiday edition for the Dying Vote. I want to start working on the story for the Wildcat anthology.
Oh, you're gonna participate too?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I've been talking about it.
Cool. No wonder you've been talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll definitely check that out. I've got to make sure to focus on my own stories, but I think it's really check out other people's stuff. Those are cool opportunities to participate in.
Definitely.
Yeah, what I'm wanting to do with it is I want everybody to contribute like 8 pages or more, and I want to be flexible, you know, because sometimes it's hard to tell a story with few pages. So like if people want to do more, like I don't care,
Okay.
I'll figure it out. And then it's like black and white. What was a deadline of January the 15th?
I think so. I think January. Yeah. So.
Yeah, and what I was thinking is, what I would like to do. I got all kinds of oddball ideas. What I'd like to do is, like, you know, after each artist writer team or just artist team or artist guy does their story, contributor or whatever, at the end of it, I would love to have like a page that'd be like a bio that talks about that person and has all their social medias and stuff on it. And then maybe an extra page where, like, if they've got their own comic book character or characters or something like that, where they'd have like advertisement for it. So I thought that would be cool to put that in there.
Yeah.
That would be.
Nice.
Yeah. And then I thought up something that would be really hard to do. Well, not that hard to do, but it'd be a lot of extra work. You know, like in the old horror comics where they had the Crypt Keeper, or had this one lady that was a witch, I can't remember, and they would basically kind of start the stories off. I thought about maybe that I would draw like Wildcat tied up, and this villain is making him watch alternate realities.
Oh.
And like basically, yeah. So it'd be like 1 page per each contributor, and so I would draw that 1 page where it's like, you know, and it would zoom into the television alternate dimension television set where you get to see the contributors' contribution. There we go.
Yeah.
Aww.
And then, you know, after that, it would start over again. So it's sort of like in heavy metal where you've got that ball that goes around and it connects everything together. So I'd kind of like to do that. I may end up chickening out at the last second, you know, because, you know, it's a lot more work, but it might be worth it in the end because it'll make it better, you know. I think.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, it sounds like a clever way to tie it all together.
Yeah, and I want to put fake advertisements in it too.
Yeah, I know you were talking about that last time.
Yes, yes. I don't know who gave me it was like 2 people gave me, maybe 3 gave me the idea for Wild Cola.
Yeah,
I
I
want
think
to
I was one of
take
them.
like a 1980s ad. Yes, yes. I want to take an ad from the 1980s where it's one of those ones where the can sweats, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna graphically design a Wild Cola can. It's got a hand holding it, with a little tagline, nothing unleashed the inner beast like Wild Cola, or nothing satisfies the inner beast like a
Like Wild Cola.
refreshing can of Wild Cola.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And that was my idea, CP, just so you know.
Could have one. Yeah, yeah. I'll put it on there. That's Frank's idea.
I'm just kidding. It was though. All right, let me
You
grab
got
the
great
9 volt.
ideas. I like that you.
Yeah, I think there was another one. I know it was a few of us in the chats, just dropping out ideas, and I think you were doing something
Yeah.
about a squid once.
Yeah,
Wait.
yeah.
All right, let me go grab
I
the
don't know.
9
You
volt
just-
so I can show it to you.
All right.
I'll be right back.
Well, let me tell you. Frank has he can just craft these ideas like no other. He just I'll be sitting there and I'll just be drawing, just talking, and all of a sudden, I'll be kind of brainstorming, and he'll just throw something out there, and it's like brilliant. I could tell he just just came out with it. And see, my mind don't work like it, but I recognize greatness when I see it and hear it. And he's just able to do these little things.
I agree.
Yeah.
Oh,
So that's
there you
issue
I'm
1.
waiting to see 9 volt.
That's issue
The
1.
anticipation
of the
is
9
building.
And Anna, oh yeah, Anna has it
Oh, I
too.
can see too.
Let's try to pass it back and forth. Let's see.
Okay.
That's,
Here
that's
you go,
really
Anna.
awesome, man. I like the company logo. Yes.
Oh man.
Yeah,
How many pages is there?
This one, I think I'm not sure. It's 100 and something.
It was bigger than I expected.
Yeah.
Initially, which was cool. It's really fun flipping through and being like,
Yeah.
whoa, the people
There's another
are
page number.
like this. Just like,
I think it's 120 or something like that. It's a pretty big book.
It's epic.
Yeah.
I was getting my submission for the second volume of the 9 volt put together. Wow.
Oh wow.
Cool stuff.
Yeah.
Excited.
And Anna's story looks really good.
You.
Yeah, that's her stuff.
Yeah. I
And
like
this
it.
is the one. This is my story in the first 9 volt.
How do I get this?
Captain.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
Yep, a bunch of kind of cool stuff. It's gonna be a longer narrative. This is to be continued at the end because this is 8 pages, but I've got a bunch written up and a bunch of pages that are storyboarded put together for continuation of the series almost. It kind of turned into a series on me.
What's the deal
That's
with the cyborg beard man?
You'll have to read it, but
you have to get 9 volt issue 2
right now. But I will tell you, it's involved in an out-of-place artifact, sort of underground secret plot, and he's like a recruiter for a private intelligence agency that makes use of ancient technology. So.
Yeah, it caught my eye because one of his hair strands was like a snake-like tentacle.
Yeah, it moves.
It was, yeah. Yeah.
I like throwing weird stuff in. Also, if you look at the pages really closely, you'll find little like critters. There's like that one I have a swallow, and there's a little. Let's see if I can find. Here we go. Let's zoom real in right here on this one. There's like a veiled chameleon, a dragonfly, a butterfly. There's a little bird actually that's in the water. So there's little like wildlife and stuff.
Yeah.
That I throw throughout it. I like having sort of a rich environment. Another dragonfly. So yeah. It's a fun story I've been putting together.
Yeah, it's been coming along nicely. I've been watching all the little previews.
Yeah, I sent it in. I worked for like just about the entire night, just mostly formatting and making sure that everything was just right. And I was like, nah.
All right.
And then I think one of the other things that took a long time was instead of using a font that had already been created, I just hand wrote all of the dialogue. So that was an experience. But my mom said that it looked good, and she's like she gives a lot of critiques. And the fact that
how does the hand lettering look?
Exactly. The hand lettering is legible, and I tried to keep it consistent throughout, and I had little bars to make sure that the spacing was right. And then I removed the bars after I finished writing.
I've been wanting to do hand lettering myself, and I feel like, you know, when I get a scrap piece of paper out and I work on it and I practice and stuff, it looks good, but I'm too scared to put it on my comic art. I just can't bring myself to do it.
Yeah, it took actually a long time to make sure that all the words were right, all the spacing was right. Yeah. And I did do, like, I grew up doing lots of handwritten stuff, so I was kind of used to it. But yeah, I understand that fear of putting it down in an actual, like, thing that's going to be printed out as a comic. What I want to do in the future is create a font based on my handwriting, because I think the handwriting is pretty cool. Creating fonts with the handwriting and then using that would be good, and definitely would help to save time.
Nice. Yeah, I just used the
reminds me
fonts
of
I got from Scott Serkland. Yeah, CB?
I'm sorry. I was just saying that reminds me of a John Byrne story. It's short and sweet. You know, he actually got in trouble once. I don't know if it was when he was working on the Next Men. Not the X-Men, the Next Men. He had used a font. Yeah, and this is around the time that digital fonts started becoming more of a thing, and I think he had lifted some other letterers' fonts. I don't know if it was. I think there was a guy named John Workman. That's a pretty good letterer. I don't know if it was him or somebody else, but he lifted those fonts and basically created a program where he could letter his comics using that. And he ended up after he got kind of caught on it or whatever, he created his own fonts, and that's what he uses from now on.
Cool. I just got a question on where I can see, or where I can see my own work, where other people can see more of my work. Right now, Instagram is the main place, but I'm still working on building like a website. I might start posting on a couple of other places. I'm working on some YouTube videos. Thanks, Marsh.
Yeah.
It's going to be really exciting seeing how the second volume of the 9 Volt turns out.
Oh yeah.
It starts in like 6 or 7 days, and so I'll be able to tell my teacher that I worked on a comic over the summer. And yes.
That's good.
What are you majoring in?
Art. I'm going for an Associate of Arts, but yes, I'm majoring in art, taking all of the classes for sketching, drawing, whatever that I can. There's different kinds of professors. Some are better than others. I ended up interviewing mine before I actually went to college, because it was either I go and I work really hard to become a biologist, or I go and I work on art, which I did the thing that seemed crazier to my family, which was go for art. And I have a professor that I think is really very good. And initially he was focusing hugely on like real stuff, but that's just for the foundational skills. But I've taken his courses quarter after quarter, and now I'm going to be taking an Adobe Illustrator course. I had his Photoshop course before that, and before that it was drawing, all of that. And so now now that I've gotten farther along, he's focusing on trying to refine the skills that people need for the job that they're trying to pursue. And since for me it's comics, graphic novels, illustrations, children's books, he's been helping me out with like resources. And one of his biggest influences and favorite artists, like outside of the typical realm of like art history and stuff, is Jack Kirby. And so he's actually secretly been a huge comic fan all this time. Oh man.
Yeah.
But it's cool. It sounds like my two favorite professors that are teaching art down there at the college, they actually kind of promote their students by using their work as examples and saying that you can follow the artist. And I'm like, that could be an opportunity right there.
Yeah.
So that's one of the motivations for finishing stuff before college ends. But yeah.
So how did you find out that he was a fan of Kirby?
Into comics?
I said, how did you find out that your teacher was a fan of Kirby?
Oh, well,
how did that come about?
He in his lectures, he includes stuff about like pop culture and whatnot, and it just came up one day. He's like, "Oh yeah, Silver Surfer is my favorite character, and here's a bunch of art from some of my favorite artists," and it's like all comic art. As we're all the students pretty much in the class, we're just like expecting Leonardo da Vinci or something, because this is a figure drawing class, and we're doing everything all fine and everything, and then he's just like, comics. And some manga. He just ran during a lecture. He had all the PowerPoint slides, and on one slide he just had like a little sketch of just like a manga, like anime character. And we're just like, wait, what? And on the first day of class, okay, so something unusual about this professor that I've never had any of my other art teachers do is he plays like rock music and stuff in the background rather than classical music or silence. And so on the first day of class, he has glasses. He stands in the middle of the room, and he's set up the playlist for his music to start as he like goes into the middle of the room, and he's just like, "Welcome to class" or whatever. It's just like, yeah, he's a character.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So do you feel like you've got a lot out of your art schooling so far?
Mostly I think it's networking opportunities and opportunities around the community, because he pays attention to like there's electrical boxes was one of the examples that you can submit, and he gave us the form to submit if we want to, if we create a large art piece. It's like $500 a pop if the community around actually like chooses to use your art. And so far, the students that he's had that actually finished and submitted a piece, because it's a lot of work, they got accepted. But sometimes it takes like a year for the town to actually like accept it, which means they got a nice paycheck, which was cool. But I think in general, I would say if you're super self-driven, which not a lot of people are willing to like go and draw like a few hundred forms each week to understand shadows and lighting, and then memorize. He made us memorize, and oh man, don't ask me if I can remember every single one of them, but he made us memorize the major muscles that are all part of the external anatomy and how the skin goes over top of it. But then he made us memorize the bones too, and we had to spell them right too for the final exam, and label and point, and we had to draw them a ton of times. And then we had to memorize the Riley head front and back, or front and side, not back. We didn't do back. And the Asaro head for the final exam as well. But that was a couple quarters of build up and really staying on top of the class. But I did. I stayed up on top.
Oh, I would have flunked.
I think.
Yeah, I would have flunked that.
Anna's have been doing really good.
Yeah, I just got another slip today in the mail that was on the president's list, congratulating me for a 4.0.
Yeah.
Because I was that student in class who was like, Professor, this is like the last week before the class ends. Do you have any extra credit assignments? And then he just gives me this look like, you have 100. Oh, man.
I want a 200.
I know. Yeah, well, I did that. It wasn't 200, but it was like 105 points for one of the beginning classes. Because I was like super, super self-driven and really tried like mad to memorize everything. And I still have it. I'll have to go back to it as I pursue like YouTube. And I want to take some of that content that I learned and then retell it in my own way through my YouTube channel to kind of help other people who are trying to teach themselves and maybe can't get through college. Because the truth is, there's a lot of information out there. And if you can find it and learn it, you don't need to go to college to get good art education. Yeah. But yeah, fun stuff. Lots of work. And
sounds cool.
Yeah.
And you can find Anna's channel and her stuff on her link tree. Sorry, CB?
It froze.
I think I'm back.
You froze. Okay, you're back.
Tell you about.
Tell you about
Canadian hero, Frank.
Oh, my hero? Oh, my Canadian hero is Grey Canuck.
Yeah.
Which is what I'm working on right now. Let me see if I can show it here. Okay, hold on. That's him up there.
You know what? Remember how I was showing you leaves earlier today that I had grabbed? Because I like to press leaves sometimes to paint on. I'll go grab something because maybe I should send you something, Frank.
Okay. Oh, CB left already?
I'll give you a sneak peek at something for another story, which is another series that I have not shown people yet, but this is a leaf that I painted on, and he's like a ninja lizard guy from an alien.
Oh, wow.
And his name is Leaf, and so I painted on the leaf. But it's an oak leaf from the first day of college that I ever went to college. But
that's cool.
You're Grey Canuck. And I was thinking I should paint on a maple leaf.
Nice.
I pressed that one a long time ago, and I have more than I'm pressing right now. But painting on leaves is fun.
Oh, cool. So that's why you were collecting leaves today.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna do studies, or I know you always do stuff, so I wasn't sure what you were gonna do, but that's cool.
All kinds of stuff. I mean, I'm trying to make paper plate masks right now.
Yeah.
A packing peanut dragon to finish. Since we're on a live stream, I'll go grab where I left off. So remember the last live stream? I was trying to make packing peanut dragon. This is where I left off.
Nice. So he's
gonna have a wire so that he can stay pale. But having some fun there.
Nice.
A lot of the stuff that I'm doing with the packing peanuts isn't so different from when I was playing with polymer clay and working with shapes that way. So I'm thinking I should
Okay.
pick up clay again or something of that like and make models more realistically and less fragile. I mean, it's still fragile technically, but it's cool.
Okay. I think CB is back. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna keep experimenting and expanding my portfolio and all of that. I've got a bunch of stuff that I haven't shown people and you can't
All
see
right.
yet. But you just
Yeah.
stick or follow me and you'll see it eventually.
Yeah.
All the new stuff I come out with.
All right, CB. We lost you again, but you're
Welcome
back.
I'm
All right.
back.
So I was telling you about Great Canuck, and that's
Yeah.
I've been doing a Canadian character for about 20 years now. I started it about 20 years ago, and originally he was called Mr. Canada, but I changed the name because I found out that that's the Canadian version of the Mr. Universe bodybuilding contest. So I changed it to
Yeah.
Crimson Samaritan, and I was playing around with grayscale with one of the iterations I had for Crimson Samaritan, and he reminded me of the Phantom, just the Canadian version. So I thought that would be cool to
Yeah.
have a legacy character where it's his grandfather, and I'll just call him Great Canuck. So that's I'm working on a little preview of just kind of introducing Great Canuck, and I might do a couple
Yeah.
of one shots, and then just kind of integrate it in with the Crimson Samaritan, which in the 9 vote I mentioned both characters in a speech bubble in my story, so it's already canon, like it's already set up. I think it's in one of the last pages. I just kind of mention it in one of the bubbles there. So yeah, so that's what I'm working on right now, and I also did I think I did a 9-page story. It was just a joke comic that I did for also for the 9 vote, so it's gonna be in there also. And it's the Shadow, but I don't call him the Shadow. I just call the comic the Squeeze, because it goes in with the theme of the issue, which is pulp. But the Shadow makes a little appearance, and so hopefully I'll have 2 stories in that issue. So that would be good. And Captain Courage is the one I've been working on for a while now. That's the one where I actually dress up as Captain Courage to visit kids in the hospitals and in the community. But right now, since COVID, we can't do that. So I decided just to work on the comic, and so I was able to finish that, and I'm gonna continue it. That's Captain Courage.
What's the what kind of powers does Captain Canuck have? Or it's not Captain Canuck.
No,
Great
Captain Canuck
Canuck.
is an actual superhero, like from Chapter House in the Comedy Comic. So I can't. He is loosely based on it though. I do get some inspiration from Captain Canuck. Great Canuck has it doesn't have superpowers, but he has skills. He's a boxer.
Yeah.
Although I don't set it up on this one yet, but it's gonna be in another story where he's boxing, which I do have a panel. It was gonna be in this, but I decided to save it for later. So he's a trained fighter. He's a trained boxer, and just one day he puts on a suit because it goes into his origin. But since I don't want to reveal too much, just because it's not gonna be in this story. It's gonna be in another one. But but your basic hero stories. Someone gets hurt or injured, and he puts on a suit to kind of stop the bad guys, but he keeps doing it. So
Yeah. Cool.
so he just uses his skills. And Captain Courage is faith-based, and I decided to put a little bit of faith-based in this one too. As a motivation, and just having some kind of having a light message, a lighthearted message in there.
I like that. You don't really see much of that anymore.
Yeah.
So
the original Captain Canuck was also faith-based, but as they went on, they dropped that.
Yeah.
Because the creator, Richard Comley, he's a Mormon, and he served a Mormon mission. And when he came back, he made this character. And so he would have Captain Canuck, pray for strength before a mission. But as they went on, they dropped that, and when they rebooted, that's not even mentioned. Yeah, so I was like, I'm gonna do that for my characters, but it's gonna stay. I'm not gonna drop it. Yeah. Let me see if I can fix the camera, because I wasn't planning on showing myself. But since I have guests. There we go.
There he is.
Whoa. Gotta fix the stand here. Marks.
Would you be interested in seeing some of the projects I've been working on here lately?
Sure.
I don't know if you'll be able to see it really well, but I came up with a character named War Eagle, and I'm taking like some of these old public domain characters and then sprucing them up, and I was trying to do like a storyline where like everybody forgets that they ever existed, because a lot of them fought in the 40s, and then they just start reappearing in the modern era. And so I did a couple of designs of this character, and this was the first pass.
Oh, nice.
Thanks. Oh, wow, that is so cool. The camera doesn't do it justice, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That looks like a really neat design.
And then couple, I think people didn't like the helmet, so the helmet had to go. So then I changed it up.
Helmet looks really cool. I like feathers on that.
Yeah, I like that.
There we go.
Okay.
I'm trying to.
Yes. Good work.
Okay. Nice. I like the logo.
Yeah. And I thought that it would be, he's supposed to have wings and stuff, and like it looks like real arms, but it's cybernetic arms. He's like really strong and stuff, and he's got bird wings. And I was going to have him have bow and arrows, and shoot them from the sky. And then I was drawing this little mock cover where he had like multiple warheads underneath, both arms. And I just want it to be over the top, just veins going up the side of his head. Just good fun.
Oh yeah.
And then the second thing I've been working on, it's long overdue. I'm going to try to finish it this month. Is my good buddy Will Avenger. He's got a horror anthology that he's doing, and got this going on. There we go.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah.
Oh, let me move my fingers.
That looks really good too. The chicken.
Yeah, it's basically like, let me move my fingers. Well, hello, everybody. I'm Colonel Corn.
Okay.
Now, you might think I've been dead for some years, but you are mistaken. And let me tell you, I'm going to lead you on a series of horror tales. And this is my chicken, Boobo. say hello, Boobo. Now, Boobo has been around for a while. And and don't let him deceive you. He's older than he looks. Look into Boobo's eye. Look into that eye. And then it pans out, and you see what Boobo saw back in the day. I know you can't really tell, but this is a monster.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. And then
Quite the start.
second page. I haven't got it inked, but it's showing well, like it's a salt mining operation, which is kind of pivotal to the whole story. And there's some miners doing their thing. Then there's a guy on a boat raft thing. And here's this guy. He's doing some mining. And then the last page, well, not the last page, but the third page, we actually get to see a small town, a small, well, it's not even a town or a village. It's a little, isolated doohickey.
That's cool, man. Is that
Yeah,
a
I'm going to
preacher?
show you every bit of it. It's going to bask in its glory.
Nice.
It looks pretty crazy right now. I hate this. I try to make my women look good, and when I get a piece of paper and I do it, it looks awesome. And then when I try and draw on a comic, it turns to crap.
I know that feeling too well.
She turned out fairly decent there, but I don't know what wrong, but it's as far as I got on it.
All right. And that's an anthology coming up?
Yeah, it's a horror anthology. It's about 7 pages for me. Well, actually, I'm going to sneak and do like 2 or 3 more pages because it's a story of a blue belly monster who goes around and he harasses this. It's like 1800s Kentucky, and like everybody's livestock starts going missing, and they assume that it's just the wildlife wolves or something like that. And at first, some of the neighbors thought maybe like the other neighbors are still in the livestock. Then they thought maybe the animal was eating it. And then the salt, because they were mining salt, and these bags of salt would go missing. And so then they thought, well, yeah, it is. They started accusing one another. It is the neighbors stealing from us. And then the kids started going missing. And so basically the blue belly story is about this beast whose knuckles drag to the ground, whose stomach is bluish in color, but it's got like sickly yellows and greens in it because it's swollen, and its mouth dislodges like a snake, and it's able to devour animals whole, but it takes a little effort. Okay. And basically there is a this family, I don't know, Hezekiah, something like that. Hezekiah, his wife Rebecca, and their daughter Lily. And Hezekiah is a very religious man. He sings hymns and stuff. And one of the things I wanted to do is I wanted to kind of focus on Rebecca in the beginning, talking about her beauty and all this other stuff, because it becomes a centerpiece of the story, because Lily goes missing. And so a hunting party is put together to find Lily. And one of their neighbors is part of that hunting party. Well, it turns out that Rebecca, that guy's wife, and the neighbor, they had shacked up at one point, and then Lily is not really Hezekiah's daughter. It's the neighbors. And but he's friends with the neighbor. I can't explain it, but it makes sense in my head. But anyway, basically, long story short, he saves his daughter, but he has to, he sacrifices his friend who he can save, but he doesn't. He lets him get devoured by the blue belly beast. And at the end of the story, he doesn't sing hymns no more, and his wife looks at him funny, and it's just, yeah.
Okay.
I just want to make everybody depressed.
What a
Yeah,
happy
well, it's
ending.
bringing back memories, so good job, CB.
Yeah.
You're saying, Anna?
Oh, I just said, what a happy ending.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
Chasm.
Well, speaking of ending it, I usually try to just stream for like an hour or so. It's hour and 31. So we can call it a night. If you guys want to say where we can find you.
Paper plate design.
Nice. Cool. So that's for the paper plate?
Cool.
You're designing it?
Not a paper plate.
She was. I disappeared.
You disappeared.
Yeah. All right, CB, where we can find you?
Everywhere. You can find me on YouTube. Just look up CB Smallwood. Just like how it sounds, C and then a B and then Smallwood, just like how, small piece of wood. Just remember that. CB Smallwood, or look up Mental Junk Food or Sketching Past Midnight on YouTube. You can also find me on Twitter. Just look up CB Smallwood on that, and you should see a bunch of Wildcat stuff on there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, there's other places too, but that's the main two.
Okay. And Anna, where can we find your stuff?
Anna Raub Arts at Instagram and Anna Raub at YouTube right now. I'll keep working on trying to spread out a little bit. I've been working behind the scenes quite a bit. Like Frank's got up right there. I've got a link tree. He told me, you should make a link tree. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So I finally gave in and made one.
Yeah. And speaking of Linktree, Anna and myself, sorry, I'm going through a puberty right now, I guess. Anna and myself and Keith have a challenge right now where if we can get Anna and Keith to 100 subs, Anna and I will eat some bugs on a live stream. And my goal was 200 subs, and I already reached my goal, so I'm just waiting on Anna and Keith. And you can find their YouTube channels in that Linktree, Linktree/BugCast. And their stuff is also posted in the description, so you can check that out. And if you want to see more of my stuff, I have a Linktree as a regular Linktree for Salazar Art Nation. So I have my Instagram, and I have a tip jar there. So if you want to just donate to the channel, drop me a couple of bucks. You can see the ticker there, ko-fi.com/Salazar Nation Designs. You can just drop me something there if you like. And thanks, guys, for coming on. I know this was kind of it was just a spur of the moment. So thanks for coming on, and goodbye.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.